what happened to being a traditional wife now? Now we got a girl boss running Turning Point. Am I the only one that sees the contradiction here? It's what Charlie would have wanted. Now a 30-some-year-old woman is going to be running the organization. That's not very biblical. That's not very traditional. And I think it's very cynical the way that she's being pushed into the center. And I said it last night, the reason they're doing that is because it's like atrocity propaganda. Who can ever criticize a grieving widow? She's a victim, you know? She's a victim of a horrible tragedy, and so that makes her beyond criticism, so they're pushing her in the middle of this, and I see people saying she should run for president now. And I think that's very sneaky. I think that's very sneaky, and I think it's kind of evil, actually, the way that they seem to be leveraging the tragedy to create this political breakout moment. That's what that feels like to me. This feels like it was either scripted, it's in the script, or they're taking advantage of the situation and they're making like a calculated political breakout moment for her and saying she's gonna run for office or she's gonna now lead Turning Point, and you can't say boo about it because she's the victim of a horrible tragedy. Well, you know, I'm not like other people. This is politics. I said it last night. Nobody would have anything to say about it if you were grieving with your 2 fatherless children at home, but you thrust yourself into the center of it after 3 days. That's a whole different story. And I don't like sneaky shit like that. I don't like when people take advantage of emotions. I don't like when political people take advantage of sentiment. I think it's very cynical. I think it's very calculated. I think it's devious. And I think they know what they're doing there. And they know you can't touch that because it's atrocity. Whenever there's an atrocity, we have to turn our brains off and pretend we're not thinking what we're thinking, and I don't like that. I think that's sneaky. So again, she wanted to go and be with her family that must be shaken and destroyed with the loss of its patriarch. That would be one thing. Why don't you take care of your kids? I know it's not my position to say that, but why don't you go and be with your kids now? Your kids don't have a father. The family's reeling. She wanted to give a speech, then the memorial. Now she's hosting the show. She's going on Alex Clark, talking about unreleased content. The show goes on. Didn't Charlie have 1 million lieutenants that can do this? Aren't there 1 million people that could line up to succeed him? Look at that Brylan Hollyhan. The way that guy is salivating at the opportunity, it's just gross. It is their dream to be the next Charlie Kirk. They are lining up to pick up the bloodstained microphone and take his place. Aren't there 2,000 people that could do that? Take care of your kids. Now we're gonna get a girl boss, an untouchable girl boss that nobody can say anything about. I'll be the asshole and say it. Everyone's thinking that on some level. The only people that don't like to hear this, hate to say it this way, but it's suckers. It's women who are very emotional, women who are very empathetic and compassionate, and God bless women for that. I know a lot of women saw that speech and they were crying and they were emotional, and so women are buying this, and a lot of like sucker men. I saw a lot of people, that's really insensitive. How could you say that? Hey man, grow up. This is politics.